If you're struggling to come up with niche ideas, I got you covered in this video. Now, keep in mind making sure that you always double check for copyrights and trademarks. That's very important. Even though I have done all the research for you, you still have to do that on your end. And who am I? My name is RJ Martinez. I've sold over $400,000 in royalties all time with my Amazon Merch on Demand account. And I've been doing this for over 8 years now. Now, just a quick recap of how I do all the research and everything that is done. I leverage Amazon.com. I leverage Etsy. I leverage Redbubble. I do Google searches. I use tools like a Merch Informer, Everbee. There's tools out there that I've personally used, and I just double check everything, go from cross-checking from one platform to another, to doing a search, looking at BSRs on Amazon.com, and just verifying everything. I'm just making sure that there's a demand, because you want to make sure that there's a demand in these niches, because if you're designing for them, you want to make sales. Just like that cha-ching noise. I'm not sure if you heard that, but it went off because I made a sale. I can't make this up. So let's get into the content. All right, so the first niche idea, you're going to see right here too as well. The red badge, it says it arrives after Father's Day now, which is pretty cool because they're obviously trying to make sure that the customer understands that if they order a shirt, it's going to arrive after Father's Day as of 6/12/2025. Now, I'm booked for the summer. See this one right here? It's a woman on the beach with her book, the umbrella, sitting in her chair. Looks like she's enjoying herself with a little sunset. Pretty cool, right? You can see this looking good on the lighter colors. Really cool design. We come down, we look at what do we see? 5.0, 1 rating. This is a book lover, right? Book lover reading. So you can see book girl, summer, beach book, lover reading. You get the point. Last 30 days, you're going to see that. So all time, let's see, all time has made its first sale in 2024, right? June. Then we look at the last 30 days. You can see that in the last 30 days, it's consistently selling. So when you see the line, the sales rank drop down, that means it's selling. Then it goes up, then drops back down, that means it's selling. Drops back down, sold, up, sold. You can see sold, and it's consistently selling. So when it comes to something like this, you're looking at, this looks like a consistent seller. If you look at the last 7 days right here, so for example, sold, came up, sold, all right, sold, sold. So it's been selling consistently in the last week, which is really nice. Good to see, because you want something like this that's a consistent seller and making sales for you. Now, if we come over here, I'm booked for the summer t-shirt. We have a result of 864, right? And get an idea of the other styles. Look, you got, there goes a raccoon reading a book. Pretty cool. That's a cool one right there. I like what they did with that design. And then we come over here into ideagram.ai. Now, everything I'm talking about in this video is going to be down below in the description. So everything here is going to be down below, all the tools, everything. We look at the prompt idea right here. You see that's the breakdown of the prompt right there. So all the prompts that I'm sharing in this video, I researched them. The designs are researched, and making sure that you double check on your end for trademarks or copyrights. But everything I've done takes a little bit of work for this video, and coming up with ideas, the prompt ideas, the research, all that stuff. So you're going to see that's the prompt right there. So pause the video if you want to jot it down. You can see that's a cool one, right? It's a cool one. That's a cool one. It doesn't have the chair in there, but it's a cool one. But it has pay attention to the little details in here too as well. Cool one. Next idea is a funny alligator pocket. Now, one thing, Lacoste, so you want to be careful with the I think it's Lacoste brand, with the alligator on the actual chest right there. Now, this one, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, I wouldn't do it. But as far as this is more of like in general playful type of thing, don't try to make it look like that brand, right? So you want to be careful with that brand. So like this, I forgot what it was. Let me see a second. Share an example. So you're going to see there's a shirt here. Let's see if we should pull up some images. So this is the actual brand. So you want to be careful and don't want to do any weird stuff, but more general, like this should be, you can see this is a big difference. It's not the same, right? And making sure that you're not doing that type of alligator, crocodile, or whatever it is. You want to make sure you're not doing that type of design or resembling that at all. That's very important for you to understand that. Right now, this is just a pocket design, which is really cool. 4.0 out of 5, 6 ratings on it, and $19.99, which is really nice. Come over here, look at the last 30 days. And one thing I want you guys to pay attention to is like the last 30 days, how is it performing? What's the sales velocity looking like? We're looking for that, because all time when it first sold, it's cool, but that doesn't matter. Now, when new updates in the platform, this is cool. Consistent sales like this over the years, that's really cool to look at. That's like a winner. But what really matters is like the last 30, the last 7, the last 90. If we see something like this, right? Obviously, the more data, the better, because it shows that this is a consistent selling design. But looking on the last 7 days, it sold 1, okay, 2, and then 3. So that's pretty good, right? But then when you have 50 designs doing that, it makes a big difference. And then the 30 days, it sold even more, right? And then you go back, we're seeing consistency here. This is what we want to see. All right, here is another one, right? So alligator, you can see is peeking out of the pocket. And this one look like this one's the scary one, right? 4.6 out of 5, 18 ratings, 1999. And then you can see what they did. They did a different colored, like the pocket patch right there. So pretty cool. Cool one. And then we come over here, look at the last 30. You're gonna say also too, this one I believe had the overall badge, overall pick badge, I think it was. Last 7 days, you're gonna see it sold one time, it looked like. The last 30, 2 times. 1, 2, 3. The last 90. See, this is it. Let's see. It's all right. Yeah, you can see all time though. Look at it consistently selling through certain times. But also to just keep in mind, just certain designs perform during certain times of the year, and then also one year it may do really good, and the next year it may just flop. Right? It might do it, but then the next year all of a sudden you're like, wait up, I forgot about that design. This design's crushing. So we come over here, alligator in a pocket T-shirt. You're gonna see the result of 152. This one jumbo for this around 864. And we come over here. Look at the prompt idea, Pocket Pal. Pretty cool. So you see what they did. This is a cool one. That's a cool one. A little tongue right there sticking out. And then good vibes. You can see now we put him into the shirt. I'm trying to think what we can do with this one. I don't know, but this one's good. This one's good. This one's, you could probably take this one right here and then fix it a bit because obviously it's all over shirt. You would have to fix it, put the pocket there, but that's a cool one. He's smiling. That's pretty cool. I like the idea with the tongue, and also too, just keep in mind, you're getting inspiration from this. Like you don't have to actually use this design, but like looking at the actual image and kind of come up with an idea. Okay, this one's cool. I feel like having his tongue stick out would be a really good idea. Okay, so we got the inspiration from here, but like with this one, you can compare it and then put his tongue sticking out a little bit. I think that would be a cool one. So I think that would be a really cool design idea. Next niche, we have a pineapple and hibiscus flower Hawaiian summer beach. Now, on my timeline, I have a few people that are just going to Hawaii for the summer. So that means, and it seems like a very popular place to go to during the summer, and they're just throughout the whole year. But during the summertime, I think a lot of people go to Hawaii from my understanding. That's just a guess because just looking at my news feed and my social media stuff, 5.0 out of 5, 3 ratings, 1899. And you can see the design, just a graphic of pineapple and some flowers in there. Pretty cool. And then you can see who they're targeting, Hawaii, pineapple, hibiscus flower, Hawaii. Come down. Well, we look at the BSR, look at the all-time. It's made its first sale in 2025 of February. Now let's go ahead and look at the last 7 days. You can see it sold one time. Let's look at the last 30. It sold a few times, right? Pretty nice, good. And then the last 90, it's ranking. So one thing too, we can see that it sold a few months ago, right? What is that? 4 months ago for the first time. But look, it's starting to rank into the algorithm. Once it starts to rank into the algorithm, it starts to be pushed on Amazon more. So it gets more visibility and people see it, they like it, they buy it. Come over here, pineapple and hibiscus flower Hawaii t-shirt. You have a result of 203. And this is more of like the hibiscus flower design itself, but you can see like the different inspiration that we're getting here and different ideas. This is the one that we just looked at, but the BSRs over here are looking pretty consistent. So that looks like there's a big demand right now in this niche. We'll just be looking at the consistent and the low BSRs over here. Now we come over here, you're going to see the prompt idea here. And here we have a pineapple with some hibiscus flowers and some leaves. Pretty cool design. That one. All right, so we come over here, Alpaca Squad. So funny Alpaca Squad. Sunglasses cool. Alpaca's vintage gift. 4.9 out of 5, 23 ratings. And we look at the color, like that retro style. The alpacas have sunglasses on. You're going to see that. Alpaca Squad. Now, when you're using like anything with like squad or anything like that, it's more likely people are buying more than 2 shirts, right? They're definitely buying more than 1 from my understanding. And then the price point, $16.95, 4.9 out of 5, 23 ratings. We come over here, look at the last 30 days. It's doing pretty good. The all-time sales, let's see, it made its first sale in 2020. But let's go ahead and look at the last 7. So it sold 1 time, 2 times. Pretty good. 30 days. Let's see. Look at, yep. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's selling consistently. Pretty good. I think 10 or more in a month, that's pretty good. I even think 5 or more in a month is pretty decent. If you're selling on Amazon merch or just in general, I think 5 for selling one of these in a month is pretty good. So you're looking for those ones that are, even if you have 10 designs and each one is selling 10 to 5, some of them, and then you have one that sells 30, 20 a month, everything starts to add up eventually, right? So pretty cool. Come over here, funny Alpaca Squad sunglasses t-shirt, 430 result. And if we come over here, you're going to see overall pick right there. All right, let's go down a bit. I can see some of the other ones right here. Pretty cool. So it looks like some of them don't have no BSRs, but it's hard to believe because I feel like this niche right here, it does pretty good. This is another one that was pretty cool. Like you're noticing that one with his neck sticking out. So when you're seeing like patterns like this, that means it's probably popular in the niche. And if you can think of something like this, it'll be a good idea. And the BSRs seem to be pretty good. All right, come over here to ideogram.ai and you're going to see the prompt idea here. This is actually pretty cool. I like this one a lot. Look at that. Yeah, that one's pretty good too. That's pretty good. More that's realistic. This one and this one are really good. All right, next idea is going to be you got a draft pink bubblegum. Pretty cool with the sunglasses, the pink sunglasses. Little scarf on it looks like on the pink shirt. This one's pretty cool. $16.99. Cute. It's a cool draft one, right? Let's come down. Look at the BSR last 30 days. It's doing pretty good. It's consistently selling. That's what we look for. That's why I create these videos. Sold first time about 3 months ago. And look at it's a consistent selling design. It's ranking, especially going into Q4. When it goes closer to Christmas time, Q4, this design's probably gonna do really good. And then we come over here, 212 results. Giraffe, pink bubblegum, and pink sunglasses t-shirt. Pretty cool. Come over here, let's look at ideogram. Look at what it came up with. This is pretty solid. It's a cool one. Look at the prompt idea. It's a solid one. That little mini one. That's a cool one. It's showing more of the, kind of have to fill that in a bit so it looks like it's actually coming out of the mouth, which is actually blowing, the draft. So it's a cool one. Now, I hope these niches give you an understanding of where the demand is right now and maybe give you inspiration to help you with your next design idea. So let me know what niche you're going to go after first, or if you came up with something creative or unique and you want to put your own spin on it. Keep in mind, you don't want to copy these designs. You want to see where the demand is and see what you can create within these niches. That is the main goal of this video. And if you want niche research done for you, I'm going to have the top research design vault in the description down below. You're going to get 20 low competitions every single week with keywords, design inspiration, prompt ideas, all done for you. And if you want more low competition niche research, watch this video right here next. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.